Tell us about yourself and your family.
My name is Anthony Robert Peter, and I came from the parish of St. Jude, Rawang. I have 6 siblings, including me. We are 7 children. Both my parents have passed on. What I've been doing before they entered the seminary, I was working with HSBC Bank. Okay, I was working as a manager, and after I encountered this call to the priesthood, I left my job and joined the seminary. Before joining the seminary, I was discerning for about 2 years whether this call is true for me or not. Then after a discernment process, then I decided, yes, this is for me, and I entered the seminary.
When and where did the seed of your vocation begin to take root?
No, I never wanted to be a priest in my younger days. One of my sisters, she's a nun, Sister Philomena, and is serving the Little Sisters of the Poor. She always encourages me, why don't you consider about priesthood? But when I really encountered this call through a choice weekend, a choice program in KL, when I listened to a priest sharing, so there was a lot of similarity between me and that priest, and that's where it all begins, the stirring within my heart, and I wanted to ponder what is this stirring all about, and that's where I encountered this call.
Was there anything holding you back from entering the seminary?
I was looking after my parents at that point of time. They asked me if at all you go to the seminary, to say yes for this call, then who will be looking after the parents? Financially, physical support, and so on and so forth. So I think God is merciful enough. My younger brother, who finishes his study, and he stepped forward and said, okay, I take over the responsibility of your commitment, and you can go on with your life answering God's call. So when there is a way, my parents also, he is happy to let go me to answering this call to the priesthood. Yeah.
Did you ever doubt your decision or feel like giving up?
The doubt always is there. The doubt is always like, am I really capable for this call or not? Is God really called me? Or is just a mere feeling that I know I want to answer God's call to become a priest? And also there are moments of doubts over there, whether this call, and the other struggles, like we have been formed in the 5 aspects of formation. One of the aspects is human formation and also intellectual formation. I felt that I'm lacking in that aspect. When I encounter this part of formation, I feel like I'm giving up, to let go, just go back home, this kind of feelings. And that's where I doubted the call, and to give up and pack my bag to go back.
What has kept you motivated throughout your journey in the seminary?
There are 2 things actually. My prayer, my patron saint is Padre Pio. Okay, and I look at the way the spiritual life that he have grown up as a spiritual man. And also my father, on the day he sent me into the seminary, he said, be faithful to the vocation. God will be always faithful, but you have to be faithful to your vocation, to the response that you're giving to God. And my mom always says, when you put your hands on the plow, no turning back. It's from the book of Luke. These words actually helped me, to complete my formation, and now until today, stay firm in my vocation to the answer to the call to the priesthood.
How do you feel about your late parents not being there on your ordination?
It's a very painful feelings actually, because one of the reasons I completed my formation, it's because of my parents actually, because they lived 50 years of marriage life faithfully, and they said you also have to be faithful to the call, and today when the big day, my parents is not there, but I take it, this is one of the struggles, as you asked earlier, what are the times that we feel like giving up. This is one of the struggles actually. But when you believe in based on your understanding and leave it to God's understanding, so maybe physically they are not here lah. So spiritually they're present here, definitely. I believe in that, and I see that the day, even my diaconate ordination, many people came and thanked my parents, for this vocation to the priesthood. So when I see them, the people, I see my parents in their faces lah. That's the only consolation, that actually motivate me and help me is to go forth, moving forward.
If your late parents were here at your priestly ordination, what do you think they would say to you?
They will congratulate me definitely, and the hug they will give me, that's priceless actually. Yeah, they will continue to praise God lah, to have two of their child to answer this vocation to the religious as well as priesthood. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to as you become a priest?
It's a very big responsibility, to celebrate the sacrament with the people, especially the Mass, the Eucharist, because during a Mass, in the Mass, you become the alter Christus, another Christ. Like, in the book of Hebrews says, Jesus Christ is the only mediator between God and human. Similarly, in the Mass, you become the alter Christus, the mediator between God and people. The responsibility that you're carrying, the word that you preach, the celebration that you did for the people. It is not for you, for the people of God, for the entire humanity. Yeah, and also very excited about the child baptism. That's the first the sacrament of initiation, the child baptism. I have done for about 14 kids as a deacon for the 14 children. So that excites me, to initiate the baptism in their life. So I become God's instrument to initiate the baptism. That gives an excitement as well.